Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and today we are talking about one of the best Nurgle models I have ever seen. This is not clickbait, I genuinely think that Blood Bowl has the best Nurgle model. Some people might point to Mortarion, most people might point to the Great Unclean One, but this model, it's the best Nurgle model. It's got everything that makes Nurgle, like, it has everything. It's got the body horror of Nurgle, it's got the ew factor of Nurgle, and it's even got the comedy value of Nurgle. Even though this guy is rotting and, is dribbling everywhere, this guy's got a smiley face and a Nurgling companion, which I just have to say, this Nurgling companion, I like. Is it better than sassy Nurgling? I'll leave that up to you, because in my humble opinion, it is. And also, you probably might be thinking, hey, why am I making the camera? No, why am I making the screen go like this? Well, you see, it's so then I can do a thumbnail with minimal effort. There we go, that's going to be used in my, in my thumbnail. And I just have to say, this model is wonderful. This model is called Bile Rot Vomit Flesh, also known as Wilhelm von Mitfleich, which I'm pretty sure I messed up. And he had a great career in Blood Bowl, got really fat, and turned to Nurgle, which, to be fair, I can't blame him. So, yeah, I absolutely love this model, and it is the best Nurgle model. I just love it. It's been a long time since I've seen a Nurgle model where I've looked at it and went, okay, this is what makes Nurgle Nurgle. Like the fact that it's got body horror and, he's dripping out organs, there's pustules, there's vomit. It's horrific. Also, his arm here is covered in sores and pus, and the other, I will say the paint job for this model is amazing. But you have this hand here, which is, slowly decaying, and yeah, it's just gross, but it's weirdly comical, because like I said, he's got a big stupid grin, he's wearing a helmet that doesn't fit over him too well. I mean, hell, it doesn't really protect his many chins, now does it? And there's also the fat Nurgling that's pointing and laughing. It's weirdly comical, but it's also fantastic. And I would love to know the scale of this fella, because if he's the same size as a Nurgling, not as a Nurgling, it'd be very tiny. No, if he's the same size as an Ogrin, then you could use him in 40k. And Necromunda. My love of Ogrins and Plague Ogrins will not stop. And also, if you could use him as an Ogrin in Necromunda, it would be amazing to see. I love this model. I absolutely do. Even like the gun that he has, I mean, it's just grotesque. It really is. Also, is that pustules? There's pustules coming out of his foot, but anyway, there's pustules there, but there's also teeth. His foot is also a mouth, which is demonstrated here. So, he's just one big fat fella in Blood Bowl. And weirdly enough, as much as, the illustration makes him bigger, I much rather the model over the illustration. The illustration sometimes looks better than the model. In my opinion, it's the other way around. I think the model looks a lot better than the illustration, and it's just amazing. Though, I will say, the illustration I kind of like in a cartoony sort of way. It is quite silly. And, yeah, absolutely amazing model. And if you ever want to show someone an example of what Nurgle does, show them this model. Seriously, if you want a good example of what does Nurgle do, show them this model. And I know someone's going to say, well, Mortarion exists, the Great Unclean One exists. That's great, but I really like what Nurgle does to regular people, because it's so batshit insane, and that's why I kind of like Nurgle, and why I kind of want there to be Plague Guardsmen and stuff, because I like the best Nurgle stories are always when Nurgle infects regular people, because it warps them horrifically. And yes, Death Guard and Space Marines get warped by Nurgle sometimes, but not to the extreme of this, because though the mutations are there, it's always behind power armor, so you can't really see the damage, or you see some of the damage. This goes to town, and it's horrific, and I absolutely love it. One of the best Nurgle models I have ever seen. And with that, what else does he do? Because obviously I need to have a look at his rules. He costs 180,000 GP. For any favoured of Nurgle team, he's a dirty player thanks to his smell. Oh, that's just sad. He's a bit of a loner because he smells. Oh, bless him. But he does have putrid regurgitation, which lets him use projectile vomit. Amazing. And he may use the projectile vomit special action, even if he performed a block this turn once per game. That's quite cool. And yeah, it's resin, which is the only bad thing, is that it is resin. But I love this model. What can I say other than this model is amazing? Anyway, I am going to go and do a meme video, most probably, or script one out. So I will see you later. Remember, take care, stay safe, and look after each other. Bye for now.